It's great to see you. I'm really happy to be here to share a miracle with you. And I really feel abundant in miracles. I was thinking, geez, I've had so many miracles lately. I wasn't really sure which one to share about. But this one kind of comes to mind. So, at my workplace, I was really looking at it because, I teach students with disabilities, and I have a real strong ideological perspective on it. I believe it's part of my mission, social justice. It's like my whole life view is social justice, and so part of that gives expression in that I'm a real advocate for students at my school for, that if they have identified with a disability, that we try to get them included as much as possible. And anybody that doesn't agree with that, watch out. And that's kind of, that's kind of been my, my approach to things, but I'm actually much more gentle than that. But in my mind, I have this. And so one of the shifts that I've had is that this year we've had parents that are actually very strong in their belief that they should be involved very intimately with this situation and on campus and coming to see us and all these kinds of things. And my first perception of that was, how dare they? We're the experts, drop your kid off and go, it's go home and let us take care of it. And but they've said some pretty challenging things to me and through my supervisor and stuff like that. And what I realized is that, they have a point of view, and so the big prevailing concept or idea in working with people with disabilities now these days is called inclusion, and so some of them were like, well, do you really consider yourself inclusive if you are? They were having some challenges with the way we were dealing with their students. Sometimes it was behavior, sometimes it was providing support. And of course, my natural response to that first was to be defensive, because I was like, we have a really good reputation throughout the district providing support for these students, and so how dare they challenge, our idea of ourselves, And so I was like really kind of initially defensive about it. And then I started to think about it, and the Course in Miracles is about unity. And the Course in Miracles is about, that are we going to love or are we going to put up barriers? And so I had this sense of the idea that, we the teachers and the people that I work with, the colleagues I work with at school, we're the experts, and we're going to provide this service. And that if you coming from the outside, I'm going to push you out, being the name being the parents and their point of view. And what I realized in that is that, that was actually an idea of separation. Mm-hmm. Like I perceive them as kind of being a threat, and I perceive them as being critical. And in truth, they're just like everybody else. They have a perspective that I can learn from, that I can expand my mind around. And some of what they have to say has real truth and has real validity. But, my miracle that I've been trying to work on with the Holy Spirit is that, I have to expand my understanding of inclusivity and unity in order to really make sure that all the students benefit, all the people benefit. And that's my miracle.